Hasta donde yo tengo entendido, sí. Ya. Pero yo no todo, no, o sea, le vuelvo a repetir, yo sí sospeché de que de algo se trataba.
It's all right here. It's all right here, okay?
No, you
I tend to be, but I'm mature for my age. All my friends are older. Is it serious what you are telling me? Wow.
Yeah. I'm here signing in on y'all again. You know, we're going to talk about, I bring the true facts. And I mean, facts, people can't handle it. I bring the truth. People can't handle it. But anyway, this is about these predators going after kids and younger age kids and all this here, These groups of people go out and catch the predators trying to talk to an underage kid or have sex with underage kids and all this here. You know what? Let's break this down. Now, adult person, no, you shouldn't do that. No, you shouldn't do that. But do we want to help the situation? Do we want this to stop? Do we want this to slow down? Or do we just want to keep pointing the finger at the adult? When all along, there's a back door to this. See, you can't stop nobody from going in and out of the house if you can't seal up one of the doors. Now, it's not only the adult looking for a child to have sex with. Your child is looking for an adult to have sex with as well. So you got a two-way street here. And as long as you keep patching up one door and leaving the other door open, this ain't never gonna stop. This ain't never gonna stop. But what you want to do, you want to keep pointing the finger at the front door, but you're not looking at the back door. Your child is looking for an adult too to have sex with. Let me break this down to you. Just like you born knowing how to smell, that's an inborn sense. Just like you're born knowing how to have feelings when you touch something. Just like you born, you born, you know how to breathe. All that's, nobody ain't got to teach you how to do that. You born knowing how to do that automatically. Let me tell you something else you're born with. You automatically born knowing how to have sex. Say nobody told you that, had it. So your child is already born. When you born, you already know how to have sex. Now, let me show you what determines who to have sex with. It's going to be something got a trigger. You already got it in you. You just need it triggered. Now, the way it's triggered is going to be how you pursue it. Let me tell you something. That child, he already got sex in him. They already know how to have sex. But now, they need to know how to do it. Now, you know where they learn that at? You see, while you and your wife in the bed humping, there's plenty of time that child done snuck up out of their bed and peeped in that room and watched you. And you don't even know it. Plenty of time that child done snuck in there and watched you and you didn't even know it. Now guess what? It just been introduced to who to have sex with. An adult. You see, that child thinking now, man, well, this is the way you do it. You got to get a grown person. Now you got grown people looking for children, children looking for grown people. This is how it meets up. Now, if that child would have first seen another child having sex, which them are the one that escape being sexually abused. They first time they seen it, they seen 2 children doing it. Now they might tell them, I want to do it, but I got to find a child to do it with. But when you lazy grown people ain't got sense enough to make sure your child is asleep, or ain't got sense enough to lock the door when you having sex, your child get up and see y'all doing it. That child right there thinking that in their mind, man, I want to have sex. I got to find an adult to do it with. Because my mom and daddy grown. So I got to find a grown person. That's what that child thinking. Them are the ones that get molested. Because they're looking for an adult to do it with. And you got adults that looking for a child to do it with. You got adults that looking for a child because no woman don't want him. He look a mess. No woman don't want him. You know. So he looking for a child. And a child looking for him. Because that child think that this is the, where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to find a grown person to have sex with. All because of you parents are too lazy to secure your child from seeing you and your wife have sex. Yeah. Like I say, this happens all over the world. But all the thing you people, you don't want to do nothing to stop it. All you want to do is point the finger at an adult. Yeah, the adult is wrong for doing it. But like I say, what's the point in pointing the finger at an adult when we leaving the back door open? Do we just want to point the finger at the adult, or do we want this to stop? Do we want to slow this down? It's a two-way street. You're going to have to stop your child from looking for an adult, as well as the adult got to stop looking for a child. Because at the end of the day, stopping one ain't going to do no good if the other still pursuing it. No, you can stop the adult from looking for a child, but what good is it going to do when you got a child looking for an adult to do sex with? You see what I'm saying? That's why you get all these predators, because they know there's plenty of children looking to do it with an adult. That's why it won't stop. That's why it ain't slowing down. But all we doing is looking at it one way. Man, you an adult, you know better. Yeah, they do know better. But at the end of the day, your child need to know better. You know where that starts at? That starts with you, parents. That starts with you. You need to stop having sex in front of your children. Because like I say, they're already born knowing how to have sex. They just need to know who to have it with. Once they see 2 adults doing it, well, they thinking, man, I need to find an adult to do it with. You see what I'm saying? I need to find an adult. I mean, if it's a boy, well, he figure he got to find an adult woman to do it with. If it's a girl, well, she figured she got to find an adult man because she seen her daddy do it to her mama. Well, she thinking she got to find an adult man to do it with. And like I say, you got these men looking for children. You got women looking for children. Children looking for men. Children looking for women to have sex with. I'm just being real with you. See, y'all want to sweep the truth up under the rug and don't want to talk about it. It's just the facts, man. And this is going to keep on happening. Like I say, oh, you want that child this and that child that, and that child this and that child that, that child don't know no better and you took advantage of that child. Stop the cap. Because let me tell you one thing. You might stop one dude from having sex with your daughter. What good that gonna do when she gonna find a nothing? You stop that one, guess what? She gonna find another older guy to do it with. So do you want this to stop, or do you just want to keep pointing the finger at the adult? Do we want to find out why our children keep looking for older men to have sex with? Do we want to stop that? Do we want to know why? You parents, stop being too lazy to having sex in front of your children. Because once they see that, that makes them want to try it. That makes them want to do it. They already know how to do it. They just need something to trigger it off. And when they see you parents in there humping, your child done got up out the bed and peeping in that room looking at y'all hump and have sex, and then go back in there and get in their bed and go to bed. You ain't never known your child done seen y'all having sex. Guess what? That child gonna get up and peep now. Every time every time y'all humping and having sex, that child gonna get up in there and peep again. And that's gonna grow up in that child. I mean, you got children that's 3 years old, 3 and 4 years old. They go peep and see their mom and daddy having sex. They want to do it too. All along, that sex done been introduced to their brain at 4 years old, 5 years old. That sex done got in their brain. And as they grow and as they grow and as they grow, they looking for a man to do it with because they seen their daddy do it to their mama. They see how they supposed to act because they see how the mama act. Now we got to wait till I get a older man that resembles my daddy, because I seen my daddy do it to my mama. So I got to get an older man that resembles my daddy. They thinking that's who they supposed to do it with. They not thinking that they supposed to do it with a younger little dude. They thinking they supposed to do it with an older man. Why? Because they seen their daddy do it to their mama. And they figure, man, well, to do it, you supposed to have an older man. So I'm looking for an older man to have sex with. So don't just think that all these sexual predators getting these kids out here, don't just think it's all a predator. No, your kid looking for an older man too. And what you need to do, they need to start punishing these kids as well. Punish them as well. Let them know you're going to get in trouble too if you out here messing and looking for an older man. Because the older man ain't just stumble up on you. You looking for him as well. They need to be punished too. They need to be locked up in a juvenile home too for having sex with an older man. As well, like I say, the older man, you want to blame it all on him because he know better. Guess what? That child know better too. That child know better too. I guarantee that child didn't lay down in the middle of the road and tell somebody to have sex with him, did he? You know why? Because she know what she was doing is wrong. I guarantee that child didn't have sex with that older man and went home and told her mama, hey, guess what, mama? I had sex with an older man. I guarantee she didn't do that. You know why? Because she know what she was doing was wrong. But you want to point the finger at the guy, the older guy, for doing it. Like I say, yeah, he know better. But you ain't stopping nothing if you don't stop both of them. You know, you need to, and like I say, you lazy parent, stop having sex in front of your children. Because all you doing is making that child feel like she want to do it, she want to try it out. And this is at 4 years old. This is at 4 years old. She want to do it, she want to try it, but she got to wait till she find an older man that resembles her daddy. Because that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a man with a beard and an older man. That's what the child thinking. Now there's some, like I say, all children go through this. But the ones that get saved or then don't mess with older guys is they first time they seen it, it was a younger little kid doing it. And that's why they growing up, when they do it, they do it with a little kid. But the ones that don't get saved are the one that the parents do it in front of them and they see this and there they go. They thinking that this is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to find an older guy. And you got older guys out there that no woman wouldn't wipe her foot on. No woman don't want him. He don't stand a snowball chance in hell of getting a woman. So the only thing he can do is try to go after a child. So you got a child looking for an older man, and you got an older man looking for a child. So like I say, what we gonna do? You can stop the man all day long. They gonna keep popping up. And like I say, there's a lot of men that are sexual predators. They're not as bad as you think. What gets them is peer pressure. When that child start, putting the pressure on him, like, they want to do it and she want to do it, you know, he'll fall into it and do it. You know, a lot of they just ain't strong enough to fight it off. You know, in the beginning they don't want to do it. In the beginning, a lot of them just want to talk to the child. They just want somebody to talk to. But when that child start wanting to have sex, they'll go ahead and do it. So, like, the end of the day, you know, where your big problem is, I mean, you shouldn't even, I don't know, you know, you shouldn't even want to talk to no child anyway about nothing. But at the end of the day, you playing with fire when you do that. You going in there thinking you just going to be a friend to the child and talk to her. That child ain't talking to you just to be your friend. That child want to experience that sex with an older man because that's what she first seen it at, her daddy doing it to her mama. And that child think that this is how you supposed to be. You supposed to be with an older man with a beard and all this, or gray hair. They think this is where it's supposed to be because that's what they seen their daddy doing it to their mama. They think that they supposed to play the mama role from what they snuck up out the bed and see. They seen how their mama was doing. So, but I got to find an older man to do it that look like my daddy, an older man. That's what they think. So at the end of the day, man, like I say, these people going to have to hold these kids accountable too. They need to be punished too. Because like I say, if you stop one predator, that kid ain't going to stop looking for a nothing. They gonna keep looking for a nothing. And they always talk about, well, you know that you done messed that child mind up. That child, that ain't, come on, man. Stop the cap. Won't y'all stop it? Oh, that done messed that child mind up. Let me tell you something. Women don't holler about you was sexually, what they call it? Oh, I was sexually abused when I was a kid. I was sexually abused. You know, they are sexually abused. Let me tell you something. I speak facts, bro. I just tell you the truth. Y'all can't handle me. No woman don't holler about she was sexually abused until her life take a turn for the worse. Just because you didn't, you know, you ain't happy with your life. Oh, now you were sexually abused. You looking for an excuse because you failed. Your life failed. You ain't happy with yourself, but you got to have something to blame it on. All along, what somebody messing with you and you was wanting it, what that got to do with your life? I guarantee you, if you were rich and had plenty of money, you wouldn't even open your mouth about telling nobody you was sexually abused when you were little. Sexually molested. You won't say nothing. Oh, but soon as things don't go your way, I was sexually molested, you know, isn't that? Come on, bro. That's just true facts. That's just true facts. Y'all women don't holler nothing about you was sexually molested until your life take a turn. You get fat, nobody don't want you. Oh, now you hate your life, and I was sexually molested. But I bet if you wasn't fat and you had a body that was shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle, every man wants you. You wouldn't say nothing about you was sexually molested. That would never come out of your mouth. Why? Oh, you happy. You getting everything you want. But soon as you don't get what you want, soon as soon as things don't go your way, oh, I was sexually molested. I was sexually molested. Come on, man. Stop the cap. Y'all just ain't never had nobody put it to you like I'm doing and telling the truth. Y'all, you like I say, man, y'all can keep, and like I say, a man that go after a child, like I say, a lot of them their intentions are not to have sex with. They not having those. Their intentions is not to have sex with child. They really just want somebody to talk to. They really just want somebody to talk to. And I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them, they just want somebody to talk to. And but that child is talking to you for one reason. That child is talking to you because that child want to have sex. And then they fall on into it. And there you go, you done messed up. But like I say, they just want somebody to talk to from the beginning, which like, dude, you messing up. You shouldn't even want to talk to no kid. And what do a kid can tell you that, you know, what? I mean, what kind of conversation can you have with a kid? A kid that don't understand nothing adult that you talking about. A kid don't understand nothing. You know, like what? Why you? I mean, what? I mean, kids get on my nerve. If anything, like what I want to talk to a kid for? You know. But like I say, don't no woman want them. You know, don't no woman want them. They feel down. They feel depressed. And like I say, they just want somebody to talk to. But that kid gonna sooner or later let you know, that kid gonna let you know they wanna have sex. There you go. Now you done messed up. But this I'm just breaking it down to you. This is how this stuff happens. This is exactly how this stuff happened. All this molesting and child molesting and stuff, nobody ain't never broke it down to y'all and told y'all the truth like I'm doing and explaining to you that this is how it happened. And like I say, you know, and you can say what you say in the comments. That's why I make videos for you to speak your mind in the comments. Whatever you think. Like I say what you want to say, you know. At the end of the day, I think what I'm saying is the truth. And I think what I'm saying, if we want this to stop, and we want this to slow down, we're going to have to stop both of them, not just one of them. Because like I say, you can catch a man from having sex with a girl, a little girl. You can lock him up, but you know what she going to do? She going to find her another one. You can lock him up. You know what she going to do? She going to find her another one. So, like I say, we ain't stopping child molestation until you stop both of them. And this starts in the home. That child, 4 years old, that child get up out of their bed and sneak in there and watch you and your mama and the mama having sex. It's burnt in that child's brain now. To have sex, I got to do it with an older man that looked like my daddy because I seen him doing it to my mama. And that's where it starts at. And like I say, you know, some of them, they first time seeing somebody do sex, it's a young person doing it, and they feel like, man, if they gonna do it, they got to do it with a young person. So them are the ones that don't get molested by an older man. But the ones who are not, the ones who sneak and watch their mama do it and their daddy, them the ones that 9 times out of 10, they're going to end up messing with an older man. So, yeah. You got all these predator catchers, and thing of it is, these predator catchers out there, you know, they got an easy job. You know, these jokers making like almost $28,000, $25,000 a month on YouTube. They making that much money on YouTube going out catching these predators. And like I say, I'm in the wrong profession, man. 'Cause like I say, that's the easiest job in the world. That's the easiest job in the world. And why? Because they dummies that talk to a child anyway. You're a dummy for going ahead and talking to the child. Okay? Then once you mess with her, you double dummy. You'll sit there and tell on yourself. These jokers, oh, I just want to have a conversation with you. You know, and the thing about it is that some of them, you sit up and watch porn. You watch so much porn till you go after of a child. You go after the first thing you can find. And like I say, you go after the first thing you can find. That's why you go after a child, because you don't watch so much porn. And then, like I say, when you get caught, you sit there and tell on yourself. And the thing about it is that these guys got 1,000 million videos on YouTube of them catching people. When they come and catch you, you going to jail. But these jokers are so dumb, they don't watch the videos. They make sure they don't watch the videos. They don't want to watch them catching people. Why? Because it'll slow them down. It'll make them think twice before they go after a child. They don't want nothing to slow them down. They don't want them to say, "Don't do it, man." You know that joke, that man, they catching people. See, when they look at the video, like I say, if they look at the video of them catching people, see, that'll make them think twice. They don't want nothing to make them. They don't want nothing in their head to make them think twice when they go after a child. They don't want nothing to tap them on the shoulder and say, man, you know you seen that video of them catching people that mess with these kids. You know you seen that video, man. Don't do it. See, they don't want nothing to do that. They don't want nothing to slow them down. When they go for a child, I'm full grown. I'm going for a child. Nothing gonna stop me. Boom, boom, feed, fire. See that monster in them done turned full grown. And ain't nothing gonna stop it. But yeah. Anyway, man, hope y'all catch the drift. What I'm saying, I'm him signing out.